Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're returning, got Alma in the house today. How are you guys? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so I just wanted to get this, watch me work out to you guys before Valentine's Day. So Alma came, she had that, the last set she had on was that gorgeous glow-in-the-dark marble set, which lasted her 1 week. You heard that right. All of my clients, I'm literally speechless about it. So I don't know what I did wrong. I've watched the video. I've did all the same things I always do. So anyway, with this set where I'm going to push back her cuticles, I'm going to do her prep. So I'm just going to talk about that while this goes on. So I've literally not ever had that happen before, except maybe in the very beginning or with my own nails. I don't know, especially since I've been using the Kiara Sky Primer for over a year. Not only do people not have lifting, they definitely don't lose their sets in a week. Not even 4, 5, or 6 weeks working in restaurants. Just, I don't know. So when that happens, what I've learned, I've heard, because again, it hasn't happened to me, but I've heard if that happens. So what she said was that, because I asked her, how could that be? I did notice kind of an injury on her middle finger of her other hand, where it looked like she jammed it and lifted the nail up. However, that could have happened when she pulled them off. So I didn't want to press her or bother her about it at all. She paid me money for her. She comes every 2 weeks, pays me money for her sets. That was an awesome, beautiful set. It was both our favorites thus far, until this one. We both love this one the most now. But, anyway, I did give her a discount. This is her, also her birthday set. So, I took care of it. But, guys, a week? Also, this sanding band, I really like using them. And I have this on real time so you guys can see how gentle I'm going. But I had gotten away from using them because I had nicked somebody with this one time, because these are real sharp and they're real easy because they do get into the corners real easy. So I was just seasoning it, and I've never seasoned a bit before. So I just wanted to show you guys. And I think I maybe over-seasoned it. It worked fine, but I see as I'm watching this that there's a little bit of it wore off the tip. So I might have seasoned it a little too much, although it worked fine. And I have it in real time so you guys can see how gentle it is. And I do speed it up, I think, like on the thumb. But it kind of looks like I'm really going in. Yeah, this is sped up. And her nails do look a little damaged because she did pull them off. So I was going very gentle on her prep, and I wasn't digging in. I was just doing each step only as much as I needed to, etc. And I do change up the primers. That is what I have heard, especially like watching V and some other channels. But V says it and has said it multiple times. If you have a regular client that's a loyal, that comes to you all the time, and the same steps you always do, and there's literally just randomly what your set's coming off, it's lifting, then you need to change your primers. Sometimes people's skin and or oils or body chemistry or anything at all, who knows, can become used to the primers. And I'm not sure if becoming used to is the actual what happens, but so that's what I did. That was my solution here. So I'm going to go in with and stack some primers, whereas normally I just use my Kiara Sky. So what she said was that, because I asked her, how did it happen? When you say they lifted, so you took them off, when you say they, do you mean they all did? Like one by one they started coming off? And what she said was, one of them, she didn't say which because I didn't ask, her hair started getting under it. Her hair started getting caught on it. So that means one of her nails was lifting. And that each day it just got worse, and so she shortened it and took it off, and then she just didn't like the way her set looked with just one nail missing, so then she took them all off. So they didn't all fall off in a week. And then, by the way, this right here, I showed her, she asked to go one magnet shorter than she usually does, so I cut them to her usual length, showed her the length of taking one magnet off, asked her if she liked that, and then I'm going to go in and do that. That's what I was doing here. Even when a client tells me what they want, I always confirm before I like snip, because you can't make them longer. So yeah, anyway, you guys, that was really disheartening. It was upsetting to me. It really was. All my clients are loyal, and I appreciate and respect them. And, they can choose anyone to come get their nails done. So, but it was one nail that lifted, and I just, when she comes back, I'm going to ask her which one, because as I watched that video over and over again, I kept thinking, okay, well, which nail was it? Because I couldn't see anything I did different on any of them. So, I don't know what, but what I did today was I do have Zulay's Prep Trio, and I've never used it. And what happened with that was I was placing an order with her one time because I really like her tips and her files, and I was placing an order with her one time. I also was getting some of the bling she has, that Preciosa, and she also has some Swarovski. I can't say that on her channel. Her store. So I hope you can hear the birds, Jonna. I hope you can, just by the way, because I am out here doing this for you. Just FYI. Oh boy, squirrel. You guys know I switch subjects in the middle of my thought. What was I saying? Zulay. So I was on her website getting other things, and it was right about the time when I had not found the Kara Sky primer yet. And for me, remember in the beginning I said this has never happened with anybody but me. I had always used Notpolish Triple X Bond and Young Nails Protein Bond on my nails, and my nails started lifting. And this was when I was wearing acrylics all the time. So I was looking for a new primer. This was before I found the Kara Sky. And so I grabbed her Prep Trio that time when I was shopping on her website, but I have thus never used it, because right after that I found the Kara Sky and I tried it first because I had been watching V. So I'm just showing you Young Nails Protein Bond and Notpolish Triple X Primer. This is a really common combination that a lot of people use, but what I decided to do before that was go in with 2 of the 3 steps of Zulay's. So I went in with her dehydrator and with her bonder. I don't know what that noise is. I think there's a kid or something in the neighborhood. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. That noise keeps stopping and starting, and it is just like a kid in the neighborhood. So I won't be able to control when that starts or stops. I'm real sorry, but I guess someone's having fun. Anyway, it looks here like I'm going in with 4 primers, but I'm not. I'm going with dehydrators, with a bonder, and the two primers that a lot of people use, like a common combination. We'll see if this works on her. Hopefully these don't lift at all. That was really disappointing to me, though. It broke my heart. Well, she got to wear those for a week. Come on now. Okay, so, but it was just one nail that lifted. Ish happens. But anyhow, I'm going to go in with my clear layer. I am using Acrylic Cures Clear, of course, and I will talk about this set as we get into it. But back to the primers, one more thing I want to say. You can see here that they just look like a little shiny and tacky, and that is because they are pretty sticky from those 2 primers. If you've ever used the Triple X Bond or the Protein Bond from Young Nails, you'll know it leaves your nails sticky. And that is why we use primer, because it helps the acrylic adhere to the natural nail. It is like a glue. It's a sticky layer. Also, I think Protein Bond why it's called Protein Bond is because it also, something that Greg of Young Nails always says about their, it's either their swipe or their Protein Bond, but something about it rebalancing the pH levels or something on your nail. I'm not sure. Do not quote me on that. Something to do with that. But you need to go in, whether you do 1, 2, or 10 layer, doesn't matter how you're layering your primers or if you use one or not. You should always go in with a thin layer and let them dry in between. This video is sped up, so just in case it didn't look like it to you, I did let those steps dry in between. So I'm going to show the inspo pic. She brought me an inspo pic, and I'm going to insert it here to show you guys the design she showed me, and to give credit to the original artist, because her name is there. A lot of times people come in with inspo pictures off of Pinterest, and there is no artist name, but this one had an artist name, and it's coming up kind of soon. So the set she showed me was a Valentine set, and it was red, and it was matte. So besides the besides it being red and pink and it being matte, those were the only differences. Here we go. So it's pretty much, oh, and it's square instead of coffin. So this is what we're doing. She wanted everything the same except blue, glossy, and coffin. So this is what we're doing. So I had to pick out one of the largest hearts and one of the smallest hearts and place them at the tips of the nail, which I placed them too low because we were going to do an outline in glitter. And I didn't think, because it wasn't my design, and when I was looking at the picture, I wasn't looking at that because that was the last step. So if you do nails, you know that when someone shows you an inspo picture, yes, you see the whole thing, but what you mostly see is the steps. So as soon as someone shows you the picture, the first thing you're like, okay, this is long. This is coffin. Do you want it coffin? And do you want these hearts? What color? And on each nail, do you want these little hearts down at the tip only on 2 nails? Do you want the bling? Do you want the bling just like that? Do you want the bling on every finger? Like, your mind builds the set. You build the set in your mind and you start breaking it down. So I didn't get to the outline until the last step. That was when I was looking at the outline of the nails, was when it was time to do it. You know, when I kept referring back to the picture. So if that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. Basically, I didn't notice where the line was except for in a general manner until it was time to do the line. So yeah, it ended up looking great. And also initially we were going to do these clear because the blue, she wanted the blue to come from the bling and the hearts. And also she doesn't do nails, so she wasn't aware really that set was done with either someone colored their monomer with some pink polish. You guys have seen that, right? Or and used clear with colored monomer, or they used a jelly acrylic, because those nails definitely had a pink tint to it. That's number 1. Number 2, Alma's nails can be seen, her natural nails can be seen very clearly through this, especially that white line that she has on this middle finger there. That's either damaged from removal or damaged from maybe her hitting it. I don't know. That could be what caused her lifting, and she just doesn't even realize it, you know. I don't even know if that was the finger that lifted. My point is, though, that with clear, that's going to show right through, because except for the ring finger, the only thing on these nails was an outline and the hearts way down at the bottom. Other than that, the whole entire nail would be clear, which in the picture, they weren't. They were tinted pink, which did cover the natural nail enough to where it at least blurred it out. So we did have a discussion about that, and that is when I got out the blue jelly acrylic and showed her what it would look like on a swatch stick, so she could see that it would still be clear. What I didn't know about this acrylic, I've kind of played around with it a little bit before, but I've never done a whole set on it, is that it has a really beautiful shimmer, which we really couldn't see until we were taking pictures with flash. So if you guys don't know that about this color, it's Blow Me Away from Notpolish. It's from their Candy Coated collection, which means it has a CC in front of its name, which means it is a jelly acrylic. I have some jelly acrylics from Kiara Sky, and they literally marble. The color separates from the clear, and I don't know how, because they're not even pigmented. Like, it has the tiniest bit of shigment. Woo, boy, you guys, this is, wait till you see. Okay, wait, it has the tiniest bit of pigment added, so I don't know how it does that. But these were creamy and perfect. I never see a color separation. They're fabulous jellies, if you're looking for a good jelly. Oh, well, I was going to tell you about Notpolish's sale, but I don't know if it will still be on when I post this. So that was the next thing I was going to say. And that's that sometimes I feel so much pressure about videos. If you guys create content, you probably know what I mean, especially if you take clients or if you work or post for any brands. The pressure can become pretty real, especially if you have a full-time job and another life going on as well. But sometimes I feel so much pressure in my neck and shoulders just thinking about it. It's the week before Valentine's Day, which for whatever reason has been much busier for me, or the couple weeks before Valentine's Day, much busier for me than even Christmas nails. Literally everyone is coming to see me, which I love. And it gives me so many opportunities to have Watch Me Works, when sometimes I have dry spells where it's just Kendra and Alma, and they're just coming for their normal sets, which I know is enjoyable and it's great content, and they get gorgeous nails all the time. But, sometimes you want a variety, and I don't have time to sit down and do my own nails for pleasure or experiment with my stuff. Sometimes I'm able to do an unboxing or a Temu, but when Notpolish sends me something, I feel very, very honored and thankful, and I want to make sure to, give back to them. And they sent me that dolls collection. And as I'm doing this video today, it releases tomorrow. So I have to get that video out. Well, I haven't been able to get that video out because I had Kelly come and I had a whole Watch Me Work to record, edit, and voiceover and post and get off my phone. And then I have Alma here, same, edit, post, voiceover, get it off my phone before I can record the Notpolish, or else I can't record the Watch Me Works. I don't have the room on my phone. And I know the solution, get a hard drive, get an iPad, all that, but my iPad, I'm locked out of it. Woo, all this stuff. So my priority is to get the Notpolish done, and it's been being pushed back because of other things. So anyway, Marcy and Jonna taught me how to schedule a video. So I was able to do Kelly's video, put it up and post it so that it will post automatically on February 10th and delete it from my phone. So that's what I'm doing with this video. I'm not sure when I'm posting it, but I'm going to be able to get it off my phone today, which is the 4th. So I'll be able to do the Notpolish video that I can release either the 4th or the 5th. Just a tremendous pressure off of me, because also just this week, when Thursday and Friday, Kendra is coming, and then Holly is coming. So there's not enough room to do all those videos. How many is that? That's Kelly, Alma, Kendra, Holly, Notpolish, and then the announcement that I have. That's all of those that I need to do by this week. Or I have to choose what I'm not going to do. So I'm going to have to sacrifice 2 Watch Me Works, which is ridiculous, because I could just, now I know that I can go ahead and do them. If I'm a little quick with the editing and the voiceover and get them posted and loaded up to schedule to post, then I don't have to have any stress at all, even next week or the week after, because I'll have videos already done, which is what I've always wanted to do, but I never knew how. I always thought it was some special computer or something I had to have. So huge shout out to you guys. Marcy, thank you so much for walking me through that. Holy smokes. Like the biggest, I felt my shoulders just relax and come down from around my ears where I had been holding them all week. So yeah. And really my whole YouTube journey, I've felt that kind of pressure about videos for one reason or another. So super, super thankful. Also, I want to mention that I'm enjoying all of the getting to know you. I've been conversing with a lot of you. Some of you are new subscribers. We've been talking about brushes and brush sizes, and some of you are OGs that were, I've just been having a lot more conversations and getting to know you and reach outs with a lot of my subscribers. And I love that. Some in Canada, some in England, Germany. You guys know who you are. Is it Barbados where she's at? Or Jamaica? I'm sorry, I forget the country, but down there too. I mean, how freaking cool. And here in the U.S. So anyway, I just love all you guys. I love you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. I tell you, my channel has just been creeping and creeping. Like the way my numbers are growing it's very like 1 a day type thing, maybe 2 a day and then none for a week. It's been very slow to grow, but you guys are loyals. You stay, you watch. I just love and appreciate all of you. So that's another thing, is we are getting close to 1K, which I can't believe it. So I hope that happens soon. And you guys, here's another thing. I keep applying for an Amazon storefront because literally every week, if not 2 or 3 times a week, people ask me, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? And half of it's from Amazon. And I could just send you guys straight to my Amazon storefront, or send you a link, or have all that stuff linked up there. I would love to do that. And I've applied for an Amazon storefront, 10 times. And they keep telling me, no, sorry, you've been denied. And I don't know why. And I've emailed them and asked them, but they haven't answered me. And I don't think it's subscriber count, because like when you go to their area where it says content creator, it asks you to link your, where you create content, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. So I always link my YouTube because that's my favorite content. That's, yes, I do Instagram and TikTok, but that's only to drive traffic to my YouTube. I like long form content way better than I like short form. I like engagement, engaging with you guys. Pardon me. I like editing and doing voiceovers and all of that. YouTube's my jam. So I always put YouTube Plus. It's where I have the largest growth. My Instagram only has about 500 or 600 followers. TikTok doesn't even have 400. So, but I don't think it's about numbers because I actually follow and know and watch and subscribe some other creators who only have 300 or 400 subs and they have an Amazon storefront. What? So I would like to know what I'm doing wrong. If any of you guys know, like, what is the criteria? Because I'm going to Amazon and I'm choosing. I go to the area where it says, I can't remember the exact words right now, but basically where you apply for an Amazon storefront because you're a content creator and you link your channel and they come back in a few minutes and they say, let's just a moment while we check your stuff. And they come back and say, sorry, you're not approved at this time. And that's literally all they'll say. And like I mentioned, I did email them to ask why and nothing, So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it would be helpful. So that's another thing I'm trying to get rolling right now. I would love to tell you the story of something else that happened to me, but I don't think I'm going to have time on this video. So I'll tell you guys, trust me, I have plenty of videos coming up to tell you guys. It's nothing big. It's just a little story time. So I will shut my yap and let you guys watch for a little while. This application went so smooth. The filing went so smooth because I didn't have to encapsulate a lot of stuff. This appointment just went just easier. The nails weren't so thick. I didn't even have to thin them out at the free edge underneath like I usually have to do. It was great, and I think they came out fabulous. I do show you everything, as in hand filing and e-filing and all of that. So I'll jump back on if I need to. Be right back. All right, I'm back. We are done with application. I'm going to do some hand filing. This is my Tammy Taylor 100 grit. You know, sometimes I have so many different files because over the times I usually use 60, whether the nail is bulky or not, just because, bam, it just does so much work. Also, this looks like, because I have it sped up double time, that I'm really rough with her, which I am going quick, but I am not jamming my file into her flesh. It looks like that, but that's like a pile of dusty. Okay, that's actual. You'll see when I brush her nail off that's just nail dust. But it did look for a minute there that I was just cramming my file into her flesh, but I'm not, I promise. One thing I forgot to mention while I was talking about the videos that I have coming up is that I still have my Notpolish Swatch With Me series going on. Part 4 is going to be oranges, which I thought I'd do oranges and yellows together, but I have a ton of oranges because I'm going to do peaches and oranges together. What I don't have very many of are yellows, maybe about 10 or 12 yellows, but I have so many greens. So I might do the yellows and greens together because the blues and the blue greens are crazy. I have a lot of those and a lot of purples too. So I was thinking each time I think I'm going to do 2 colors together, but yeah, I don't know. But I haven't forgot about that, and I wanted to say that the last video, I didn't know about... I didn't know how to upload and schedule videos, and in that the pink swatches. So to get that out to you and get it off my phone to be able to do all the other videos I just ran off to you guys that were happening this week, I had to do it with no voiceover. So I'm sorry about that, because usually I talk and blather all the way through my videos, and maybe you guys like that because you keep coming back. So maybe you like hearing me just run on at the mouth, but maybe some of you that don't like that enjoyed it. Maybe you enjoyed just not hearing me. So I do want to mention real quick that I am standing here right now as we speak looking at this dolls collection that I still have not touched. The only thing I did was open the lid to do the short. I haven't opened the jars. I haven't taken them out of their little pouch. Oh, I want to open them so bad. The colors look so amazing. And they are new colors. They aren't like colors that they've... Sorry for that cutoff, but there was some incoming call from some telemarketer. I had to come outside too because things are blowing off the table. The wind's really strong. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I had wondered when I saw Tao first show this collection if it were colors they already had but they put together in a collection. You know, like instead of buying these colors separately, buy them as a collection, and then you can have all these popular colors, because they do have collections like that on their website. So I thought this was just like maybe a new release, but it's not. These are brand new colors I've never seen before with new names, and they're duos. And I did explain that in Kelly's video, but you know, so if you hear that twice, sorry. But I am going to unbox it now as soon as I get this video published. I'm doing it. I'm getting into that box and I can't wait. And once I get that done, I will be able to do... I feel like the pressure's off because, you know, it's not polished. I feel like I have to do good, and they reached out to me and sent me that. Like, what? So, yeah, I'm super looking forward to that. So I will see you guys there. I think I'm going to jump off here. I did show the nail art, if you want to call it that. I did an outline. I actually used a nail art brush and did an outline of these, and I did a little bit of bling, so you guys will get to see that, which is not, you know, typically me. Also, I did not have my e-file as sped up as I usually do for finish filing, because these being sheer, I didn't want to like gouge them at all, you know, so I did mostly hand filing and just sealing the cuticles and smoothing them out with my bit. So I have my e-file at about a speed of 11, I think, 9, something like that. Plus, there wasn't much debulking to do because, as I mentioned before, the application was real slim. I didn't have to encapsulate a lot. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here, make this easy on all of us. You guys don't have to listen to me anymore. I hope you enjoyed the video. I sincerely thank all of you for being here. I will see you guys next time with the Notpolish, and I'll talk to you then. Thank you guys. Bye.